Good evening. Ben streaming low key here, and it's been a minute without a video, but the momentum is returning, and I've gathered my thoughts on what I want to talk about, and let's have a conversation. The title of today is Keeping the Masculine Mindset and Staying Away from Bad Energy. So, these last couple of weeks have been interesting, as always. The start to a new year, and oh boy, is this new year flying. I remember vaguely it was January the other day, and now February is almost done, and that's 2 months already almost done, with 10 more to go. And wow, it's been quite a ride getting to this point, and ever so we must keep the mind sharp. The mind is not only a tool but your most valuable tool, and the mindset, the software that this very valuable tool operates on should always be protected, and always keep in mind, don't bad energy invade a good mindset, because it quickly distorts the perspective and becomes unproductive. And unproductivity leads to idleness, and idleness is a very dangerous place to be. And I've been living it, I've been experiencing it. And it almost seems like as you're going through life, there's always distractions and negative energy, drama queens, and the whole thing. Trying people trying to get you involved in their drama. They really want to project their emotions and use you as their doormat or their punching bag, and you almost have to use a type of Aikido to just transfer that energy away. Like, keep that BS away from me. Oh, I see BS coming. Stay away, stay away. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And that's pretty much how I could describe some of the experiences I've been having, and how you go about your day, and it's almost becoming like a sixth sense. Like, oh, I see BS coming my way as you pursue opportunities. And the only way to see it, though, is keeping this masculine mindset. And what do I mean by it? It's become such a hot word on the internet lately. And I love the way that Coach Corey Wayne puts it, in that your masculine energy is focusing on your purpose, and getting things done, overcoming barriers, overcoming challenges, and really being a problem solver. And a lot of the time in life, great opportunities often come disguised as hard work. I believe Winston Churchill said that. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to check. But how true can it be? Where sometimes it looks like BS is coming your way, but it may actually be a very powerful learning opportunity. And always being able to have firmly trained your mind not to react instantly, like, oh, this guy wants to start a fight with me. I better oblige and show him, I don't play around. And that's more the emotional answer. But it's almost one of the reasons I like having a beard. You almost have to have that moment where you stop time and say, wait a minute, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to bait me into playing his game. And this has happened to me time and time again, and it's been a very frustrating thing. And life keeps giving you more of certain things to test you and show you how to eventually deal with them, and show them that, no, look, it's not time for me to stand up for myself. And finding the best way to do it, and is done so much better now with the internet. There's so much wisdom um, amidst the noise, and knowing how to sift through and find exactly how am I supposed to deal with situations like this, particularly at the workplace, where you're forced to almost deal with some very like annoying frictions you have between people, because much like when you're around people so much, their problems start to become your problems. And it's now like, oh boy, so and so has got this going on in their personal life, and they come to work to project a lot of this nonsense. So how should I deal with it? And I found you have to be so competent at your job and competent at dealing with emotional people because it doesn't stop. It really doesn't. I've been from workplace to workplace to workplace, and I found the deeper you go into your masculine mindset, the more it will offend certain other people who who want to be emotional, who don't want to be problem solvers, who want to be complainers, who want to be incompetent. And the harder you strive to be competent, it's almost like it creates even more friction. Like, I want systems to work well. I want to challenge things. I want things to be better. You'll scare away certain people and create certain friction. And the deeper you go into this mindset, you may even lose a job, you may lose friends, because as you become more of what you seek to be, a lot of what you don't want around you itself also just goes away. It's almost like you change your polarity and you become an opposite to someone, and it's just suddenly poof. So that's pretty much what I've been experiencing lately, and I've been finding a way to sort of put it into words, and it's been tricky, and I love allegories, and of course, because I'm in Africa, I'm going to use the allegory or the metaphor I love the most is I'm going to talk about animals, wild animals, and I want to talk about lions. That African lion, that alpha. If you almost had to imagine it, and the example I want to use, if you're in a room, and the room that you're in is beside another room, right? Okay, let's try picture it. Okay, so you're in a room. Let's say it's a 2-bedroom house, very nice 2-bedroom house, and there are 2 rooms, and there's a door connecting the 2 rooms, and this door, you're not 100% sure if it's locked or not locked. Okay, so there's a door. However, though, within this room, the second room, not the room you're in, there is a wild animal inside the room. You haven't seen it though. You're aware there's a wild animal in this room. Okay, it's an imagination game. Let's think about it. And inside this other room is one of the most alpha, masculine animals ever. Like this is the information you've been told. If you were to imagine, how is this animal behaving? What are some of the things that give away that the animal in the room next to me is extremely alpha? What about it? And I was thinking to myself that I can imagine that if they were a lion, an alpha lion, like a serious one, okay, just the way it would breathe, you'd feel big, deep breaths. Like it would definitely be large and it would have size. It would be going. It would move in a very slow and almost intentional way. And this animal would definitely be aware of me in the room next door. But it would react a bit less to it, a bit less to me than I would to it. Because this animal knows most likely whatever's in the room next to me is prey, even if it's another predator. Other predators are but prey to this animal. That's how alpha it is. You can feel the weight of its footsteps. Boom, boom, boom. Not necessarily menacing, but in control of its space. Not only does it control the room it's in, it technically now also controls the room I'm in, because now I'm really hoping that door is locked and it can't get through. Now let's picture this the other way around. Imagine you're now in a 2-bedroom house again, and there's a door that may or may not be locked. And there's an animal in the other room. However, this animal is not alpha at all, right? It has a lot less alpha energy than you. Now, my mind state changes. It's probably in the other room going to be very panicky. It's probably going to be noisy, and its heart is going to be beating. And it's going to be very worried that that door is locked because I may walk through that door and I may be after that animal because I don't know. I want to see it, might want to entertain me. And in those two situations where you've been in these two bedroom houses with a room and you're not sure what's next door, in which situation were you more alpha? And what if just, just to play with one's mind, I said inside the second room was but a tape recorder. There was actually nothing there. All this stuff was happening in your mind and your mindset. And the truth is, the energy that you exude is what will determine how the world around you reacts. And on that note, I think we'll finish it there. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm definitely going to be pushing more content this year with more to think about, and I'd love to have you in the conversation. So this has been Ben Streaming, signing out. Cheers to you.